Hey guys, happy Wednesday. Tara here from TaraAllenHealth.com, and today is all about spring cleaning. So we're going to be talking about how to spring clean your health, and I'm going to share one tip each for how to do that in your home, how to do that in your mind, and how to do that for your body. So we're going to be doing a little bit of a twist on spring cleaning. Hey Ange, thanks for joining. Hey Tiffany, thanks for joining. Okay, so let's get started. So I'm going to start with my first tip, which is going to be for your home. Spring cleaning for your home. So bear with me here. I want you ladies to do a kitchen makeover. Yep, I said it. I want you to do a kitchen makeover. I want you to do it in the next couple of weeks. It's okay to take a week or so to prepare, but if you push it off, it's not going to happen. We both know that. So take a little time and kind of get yourself prepared with what you really want to get out of this kitchen makeover. So here's something to consider. Do you live, hey Danielle, thanks for joining. For your kitchen makeover, do you live alone or do you live with other people or another person? That's a big thing to consider. And there's pros and cons to both, but just something to keep in mind. So if you live alone, the benefit is that you can just go through everything and keep only what you want for yourself. You don't have to compromise with other people. The con is that if you are the type of person that needs some accountability, that might be really hard for you. And in that case, I would suggest that you team up with a family member or a friend and say, you know, this week we'll do your kitchen makeover, next week we'll do mine, and this way you guys can hold each other accountable. Tiffany says, well, since I'm moving to Georgia, I will have a fresh start. That's great. So you're going to be kind of doing a forced kitchen makeover, Tiffany. Congratulations on the move. Hey, Danielle. So, and Tiffany, I know you have a lot of people in that house, so you're going to have to do the other thing, the compromising that I'm getting to. So that's what if you live alone, okay? You've got the pros of being able to just choose for yourself what you want in the house and the cons of not having the accountability. On the flip side, if you live with somebody else in your home, maybe you have a spouse, a significant other, children, parents, a roommate, whatever it is, if you're sharing a kitchen with at least one other person, you're going to have to compromise on here. And there's many different ways that you can do this. Some people go as far as having like your food, my food, that type of thing. Some people will just go through with their partners or their spouses or their kids and put little stickers on. I recommend this a lot of times with my clients. If there's something that you have that you think that you should get a healthier version next time, you could take any kind of little sticker and put that on the box or the bottle, whatever it is, and it's just a reminder to yourself that when you run out of that product, you're going to be looking for a healthier option. That's what I suggest if it's something that's not terrible for your health, something that has like some sort of redeeming qualities in it, and or you're on an extremely strict budget and you don't want to just get rid of this food, I totally understand. Use that sticker system. So just put a sticker on your box of crackers and you'll remember when you're going to go throw that box of crackers out that next time around you want to look for a healthier option, or maybe you want to try making your own of something. So another thing is trying to upgrade. This is a good way to compromise with people too. So let's say, your spouse loves chocolate chip cookies and needs them in the house at all times. Maybe you can find an organic version or a kind that has less sugar or a kind that has less processed ingredients, or maybe you can try your hand at making your own and even making some extra batter or dough to keep frozen, and then you can do your own version of the slice and bake as you go along. So you're going to have to compromise. You're going to have a difficult conversation before you get to the kitchen makeover. And in my experience, people who don't do these kitchen makeovers, typically that is the hurdle that they never get through, is the thought of having the difficult conversation. Oh, my kids are going to get so mad at me if I try to throw away their favorites, or my husband is never going to let me get rid of his Doritos or whatever. And then that kind of makes them freeze up and the kitchen makeover never happens. So it's not that your goal is to make this thing, Pinterest and Instagram beautiful and everything's organic and 100% perfect, but it's to set your kitchen up so you're setting yourself up for success. So not only does it feel clean and organized, but it's full of healthy foods and just things that are going to kind of shape your environment to be able to help yourself better for whatever your goals are. Maybe you want to be a little healthier. Maybe you want your family to eat healthier. Maybe you want to lose some weight. Maybe you want to balance your hormones. Whatever it is, set up your kitchen as your working environment to be able to get you a little bit closer. Because I promise you, when you have a craving at 11 o'clock at night, it's going to be much easier to not give into that craving if the thing is not in your house. If it's something unhealthy and it's not in your house, there's very small chance that you're going to go out and grab it from the store. And guess what? If the craving is so strong that you want to get in your car at 11 o'clock and grab it from the store, maybe you just deserve a little bit of it anyway. Hey, Michelle. Hey, Joni. Thanks for watching, guys. So we're talking about 3 different things to spring clean your health. Something for your home, something for your mindset, and something for your body. So we just went over a bit about doing a kitchen makeover. Get comfortable with having uncomfortable conversations. I think it's Tim Ferriss that actually said you can measure somebody's success in their life by how many uncomfortable conversations they've had. And it's true. If you want to get anywhere, if you want to make history, get that promotion, get along with your spouse, do a kitchen makeover, sometimes you just have to get real with people, and you just have to find that balance of still being friendly enough to keep people around, but also just dive in and be willing to have that uncomfortable conversation. Thanks for the wave, Michelle. And so get support also. As much as you can involve other people in this kitchen makeover, they will be that much more likely to help you, number one, like an extra pair of hands, but also, stick with it. So, for example, let's say you can get your kids, whatever age your kids are, you can get them to help in some way, right? From the little ones can do, some sweeping in the kitchen. The bigger ones can really go through and say, all right, I can give up this, but I don't really want to give up that. And hey, Karen, thanks for joining. And you really want to first plan this out by coming up with your list of criteria about what stays and what goes. So again, it doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be something that fits right for you and for your family. So you might decide that you're going to get rid of anything that has artificial dyes. Maybe that's it. Maybe for this kitchen makeover, you go through everything top to bottom and just throw out everything that has artificial dyes, and then you're good with that. Maybe you need to replace things that have high sugar or hydrogenated oils because those are trans fats and they're really unhealthy for everybody. Maybe it's something more specific to you. Maybe you've just discovered that you're gluten sensitive or intolerant, or you have celiac disease or something, and you have to go through and get rid of everything that has gluten in it. Whatever it is, make it make sense for you and for your goals, and have that criteria, even write it down, and this way it's very black and white. So if it's a sugar thing, you could say, hey, anything that's over 7 grams of sugar, I'm making that up, per serving has to go, and I can come up with a better version of it. So be clear about it, recruit whoever you can to help you, and then schedule that kitchen makeover, because if you don't put it in your calendar, it is not going to happen. The other important thing is to leave a little time, preferably that day or at least that weekend, to then go shopping, because there's nothing more sad than seeing your pantry and your fridge like completely empty after this. It just feels very defeating, and you don't want that. You want to feel like uplifted. It's spring, you're going into the summer, and you're feeling like this is great and you can do this. So save a little time at the end to go and replace those items that you've gotten rid of with some healthier options, with produce, with the seed crackers instead of the Ritz crackers, whatever. Hey, Karen. So that's it. That's my first tip is for your home, is to do a kitchen makeover and schedule it. I would love it if you guys would share right here in the comments when you plan on doing it, or maybe 1 or 2 thoughts that you've had as I'm sharing this. What are you uncomfortable about? Because pretty much everybody will have some sort of resistance about this when I bring it up. I have resistance myself. I pretty much make a lot of decisions around the food for myself and my kids. My husband often will have his separate foods, and he's slowly but surely starting to try to replace those with healthier options too. So certainly if you come into my kitchen, and maybe one day I'll take you into my kitchen, but if you come into my kitchen, there's some food that I would consider junk food here as well. I also like to have some maybe healthier but still indulgence items for myself, because I'm not like, if it's not green, it doesn't go in my mouth, I like to have fun too. I like to have wine. So yeah, I think just making sure that you just have that conversation with everybody, get them on board, drop a comment here and tell me when you're going to do it so that we can all hold each other accountable here. Michelle says a full fridge of healthy food always feels amazing. Yes, I totally agree. Yeah, I kind of have that like hunker down feeling when I've got the fridge full. I'm like, all right, I'm good for at least a handful of days. I've got all the ingredients I need, and it's definitely like a satisfying feeling to me too. Okay, so let's get to tip number 2, which is going to be all for your mindset. This is going to feel a little funny, but I promise you it works, and I'm going to do this along with you too. It's a simple one. We're going to try to replace I have to with I get to as many times as you can. You can tell your family members that you're working on this because they're going to notice it and they're going to be like, what the heck? But take, for example, I have to pick up the kids. And now switch it to I get to go pick up the kids. How about I have to go work out to I get to go work out? Or I have to go do some work to I get to go do some work. It immediately puts you in a more grateful mindset. And it changes you from the inside out. It changes your energy, but it also changes the way that you come across to everybody else. And it feels good to be around that type of person who has that positive energy. So just see if you could do yourself a little challenge, let's say for the rest of this week, and see how many times you can change I have to I get to, and see how that feels for you. So let's get to tip number 3, which is going to be for your body. And that's about prioritizing movement above and beyond just exercise. So I think a lot of times, especially this time of year, people are all worried about what they're going to look like on the beach in their bathing suit, and they're either trying to hit the pavement hard, or they've given up like, oh, forget it, I'm doing the math and I'm never going to lose the amount of weight that I want to by summer. Maybe I'll do it next summer. You know, and it's just that like defeating mindset there. Here's our mindset again. What about just prioritizing getting a little bit more movement, regardless of whether you're getting regular exercise workouts or in addition to that too, because we all have those rest days. Let's say you're not getting any long sweat sessions in at all, or let's say you're doing it a few times a week, but what about in between? Are you just sitting down? Are you in the car all the time commuting, taking the kids back and forth? Do you make time to go and play outside? The weather should be nicer. We should be able to get outside more. And even just being outside in the fresh air is more conducive to moving around. But there's certainly things that you can do at home too. And let's say you've had your shower for the day and you're like, I don't have time to take another shower. I don't want to get sweaty. That's fine. You could still do other things even without getting sweaty. It's absolutely a great idea to have those sessions a week that you are breaking a sweat. But in between, there's nothing wrong with just doing a few sets of this, a few sets of that, and you can even do it in your regular clothes, depending on what you're wearing, and still get the benefit of your heart pumping a little bit more, and you're building your muscles, and you're trimming your waistline. You're telling your body to utilize the sugar and the carbs that it's had a little bit more efficiently. So you guys might know from me, I have PCOS and pre-diabetes. So I have to be extra careful about how my body utilizes sugar. So just a few sessions throughout the day of lunges or any kind of body weight thing kind of tells my body to siphon that sugar to my muscles rather than just storing it or spiking up my blood sugar. So I'm actually going to show you something right now that you can do anytime. You can do it when you're a commercial break on TV. Instead of fast forwarding through that, you can do it while you're waiting for your kids to put away their toys. Everybody knows if you're waiting for your kids to put away their toys, you could probably get in a full 45-minute workout. But let's just say you've got kids that are really good at putting away their toys. You can certainly sneak this one in real quick. I have sweatpants on. So I'm kind of like business on the top and party on the bottom right now because I had jeans on and I did not want to split my pants in front of you guys on live Facebook video here. So let me back up here. I'm sitting in my, look at this. My kid's chair. This is my little secret spot where I do my video. And you know what? I did not think about where I'm going to do. Yeah, I can do it right here. All right, so this is going to be a little bit of a balancing move, but feel free to do something next to like a counter if you might want to hold on. But the little circuit here that I'm going to do, it's not even a circuit. It's basically one exercise with different variations. It's going to work your entire core. So think about it like a band from here all the way around. We're targeting all angles. And it's going to work kind of from your knees to your hips here. So you're going to get a bit of quad action, your hamstring, your glutes. You're going to get your hips. So this is basically working everything from here to here. And I got a comment. Liana says hi. Hey, Liana. Okay, so you're either holding onto something or you're going to do it for balance. And it's just going to be leg lifts. This is very simple, but you're going to come up to the front. I got to show you guys my socks later. It's really cool. Then you're going to come out to an angle, so diagonal. And then you're going to come out to the side. Diagonal again towards my table. Hold on. Okay, so now you're going to diagonal back and then straight back. Okay, so we hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points on one leg. Now you're going to take it over with the other leg. So I like to think of this like a wave. You know, if you've ever gone to a baseball game, they do the wave and then they send it back. So you're going to do that. Now this leg, you're going to come straight back and down. Move over here. Then you're going to come out on a diagonal towards the back. Then you're going to come out to the side, up front on a diagonal, and then up front straight. And take it back. So now come back up straight, diagonal, side, diagonal, back, switch legs, back, diagonal, side, front diagonal, and front. And now you take it back again. So front. All right, so you guys get the picture. So you can do this for a certain amount of times back and forth. Let me get my chair back. Okay. You could do that for a certain amount of times, or you can do it for time. So you can say for 5 minutes I'm going to be doing this. Or like I said, you can do it just when you're like watching a commercial or waiting for your kids to do something. So it doesn't really matter, but as long as you're going back and forth, you're getting both sides. You don't have to keep track or anything, and you're getting that whole core and those legs all the way around, those hips all the way around, and the butt. So it's a good one. Michelle says, I like that, nice and simple. Thank you. Yeah, it's, you know, it works. And if you do it fast enough, I mean, you want controlled movements, but if you do enough of it, you'll actually get a little bit out of breath too. So you'll notice that it really works. So anyway, I just wanted to share one quick little thing. Obviously, there's a million different exercises you could do, but try to have a little, you know, list going, or index cards, or just keep it up here in your head of different things that are go-to for, while, you know, movement that's not just a workout. So quick little things. It could be lunges, going up and down the stairs, doing a set of push-ups. It doesn't have to be regular push-ups. If they're too hard, you can go on your knees. You can do them against a wall, dips on a chair. There's so many things that you can do in your own home or at a park when your kids are running around the playground. So for your spring cleaning for your body, try to think of it in terms of exercise as being nourishing for your body and just adding on some movement whenever you can, instead of punishing your body with exercise. So we want to exercise because we love our body, not because we hate our body. So I think once you think of it that way, you'll stop hating exercise so much. Like so many women hate exercise. So I hope that was helpful, guys. If you're not already inside my free community on Facebook, come and join us. It's really fun. I share workouts every week. I share healthy recipes. Today was a banana bread. It was gluten-free, grain-free, dairy-free banana bread. And we do weekly challenges together. So it's called Lean In with Tara Allen Health. I'll post the link and come and join us. We're just a bunch of women striving to make better health choices for ourselves and our families week after week. And it's totally free, so no worries there. Danielle says, I run up and down the ladder a couple of times at work. Oh, I like that. That's awesome. If you have a ladder at work, why not use that? That's really cool. Danielle, I wonder what other things you can do with that ladder. Is the ladder like really secure, or do you have to worry about it coming down? I'm just curious, because now my mind's going like, you could do push-ups against it, you could do dips behind it, you could do step-ups on it maybe. I don't know. Let me know. So hope you guys are having a great day, and I will see you in the next video. Oh, Liana, gonna need to work out after the banana bread. Yes, it's a healthy banana bread, but it does still contain a little bit of sugar and healthy sugar. But yeah. All right, cool. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.